Hello, this is David McMurray, and I was going to give a quick little tips on my tissue membrane notes. There is a PowerPoint that has the actual notes just written out, where you can, for at least a lot of them, where you just click on it and it goes to the next notes and so forth like that. If you slideshow, but this one's a little bit different, so just a few things just to make sure you get the most out of it. This is and this go to slideshow, and then we will start from the beginning. First page here, I just talk about how the digestive system and the urinary system and the lungs are all technically considered outside surfaces of the body. Okay, whereas your skin, your cardiovascular system are all interior surfaces, and we're going to talk about that, how membranes line that. But then we go to this. You can either give them a blank copy of the notes and they fill it in, but what I've usually done is just give them a piece of paper and let them draw their own, or they get their own paper and draw their own notes. But anyhow, so it's kind of a flow chart. It goes into different kinds of tissues. All right. However, for certain tissues, like muscles, for example, if you click in the middle of the box, it will take you to another slide, and then it will show you pictures. So skeletal muscle, where they're found, what they look like, some of the characteristics of them, and the striations, etc. If you hit the little square, sometimes there'll be an arrow, something like that. It'll take you back to this page, okay? And they'll show you skeletal muscles, and then you can click on smooth muscles. And if you go back here, click it again, it will take you to smooth muscle and show what they look like. And then click here again, you get cardiac muscle. And then if you go back here and click again, you can see cardiac muscle. All right, and then once again, take it back. Now, then go for the next one. The deal is basically if you click on it and it just goes to the next one, then that doesn't have a link. If it does have a link, it will take you there. For nerves, for example, there's a picture of a neuron and take you back. All right. And then just has a little bit of notes on those. All right. Then it kind of breaks it down. Epithelial tissue. It's got information first. All right. Then it goes to how they're classified by their shapes. And so these, if you click on the middle of them, it will take you to the page. And if you click on it again, it will show you pictures of squamish or flattened cells. And then the same, oops, clicked in the wrong spot there. Click here somewhere, it will get cuboidal. And if you come over here and click on it again, you show a picture of a cuboidal. And here again, you have columnar. And if you go over here and click again, you get columnar. All right. Then layers. If there's just one layer, single layer, then of course it is simple. So simple squamish would be flattened single layer of cells. And then over here, basically stratified, will show you that there's layers of that. And then it should take you back to the screen. All right, then you go back to the next one. Same thing's kind of true. It talks about where these different types are found and what they're used for, kind of membranes, where they're found. If you click on these, they have a link. Take you here. They give you a picture where they're found in the body, example of where they're found in the body, and an actual photo, microscopic photo, anyhow, of them and so forth. And that kind of goes through stratified squamish, I believe, columnar epithelial, example. If you get to those, stratified squamish, and then there's the columnar. All right, and then transitional, I think also has a picture. So if you go to a new page, there's transitional epithelium. All right, and then we talk about glandular epithelium, or epithelial tissues, and these are our two main types, of course. We have endocrine, all right, which release hormones directly into and do not have ducts or anything like that. And then we have exocrine, which carry things out of the body through ducts. And if you click on those, then it will give you a picture of those, like a sweat gland and so forth. Now you can also point out the cuboidal cells here, which these cells that actually secrete the hormones and stuff, but that's up to you how much you want to cover there. All right. Then go to connective tissues, same kind of thing. We have the hardest to softest, and it goes to the different ones. Okay, bones. I believe it actually has a link because that's about all we talk about bones until we get to the skeletal system, where we have a little chapter on it. Cartilage is going to have its own slide, so we're not going to worry about it too much right now. And dense connective tissue, talks a little bit about those. I don't believe I have any pictures for those. And loose connective, which does have its own slide here in a minute. All right, and blood. Blood probably has a link because we'll talk more about it when we get to circulatory system and all that good stuff have its own chapter, so we don't worry about that too much. All right, then you go to cartilage, same kind of thing. When you get to the 3 different types, it will talk about where they're found, but it'll also give you a link to see what they look like. Hyaline, which is the harder fibro cartilage, which is like in the disc and stuff like that. Okay. All right, and that will take you through all of that. There's not a picture for elastic cartilage. That's the way it works. All right, loose connective. It does not have to have a link because the pictures are actually here at the end of the definitions and stuff. It will have a picture for you. And I believe that's about all the stuff. This is kind of showing you those pictures that are at the end of the PowerPoint, but they're linked into it. So anyhow, just a little guidelines to help you use it more effectively as you're teaching it. Thank you.